Hello everyone and welcome back to Gaming Sanctity. Today bringing you some Final Fantasy XIV Online. So what I'm doing here, I've always loved MMORPGs. I just play a ton of them. I love playing with friends. I just love the genre of MMORPGs. So in this one, I've kind of created a character here, and I've given them kind of a backstory. So as I'm leveling here, I'll update you guys every so often, every few levels, kind of like the story that I'm going to play out as I actually level, what has occurred, and everything. So to give you guys the initial backstory here, this is my character, and this is Nio Zen. Normally I'm Nio Zen, just all together one word, but you gotta have a surname here. As you can see, I have a hat. I can take that off for you. Character, and we'll just pop that on over here. So the main backstory here is I'm an elf, an Elizen, as you can see. I have basically chosen the Duskwhite path, and mostly, you know, doing their best stats tend to do the best with black mages and stuff like that. So what's actually happened is how I'm aligned and everything. As you can see, as I zoom into my character here, I have light eyes, white, pure white, and also the dark black eyes. And as you can see here, I have kind of like a tattoo, almost like a scar of darkness. So what's actually the backstory here is I actually got, when I was younger, into a fight. I used to be kind of like a holy healer, or I used to be an Elizen, or an elf of the light. And because of this darkness, I've started to, as I've grown, become more and more engulfed in the darkness and the powers around destruction. So I was normally a very holy type character, but now I'm starting to become darker and darker. So as you can see here, I've started out being a thaumaturge, and they will eventually, at level 30, go into the black mage job. So essentially where I'm going right now is my progression has started. I've started going into the darkness. I'm starting to become darker. Even my alignment is just over, you know, my moons is on like the 7th moon, just starting over the 6th month, you know, going into the 7th month, the first day, causing a shift, like a change for when I was born to start into this dark path. And the god that I worship is, you know, the god of destruction and all that jazz. Which you can see all the different things here. Elizen, Duskwhite, that's Start City, first son of the 4th astral moon, and Ralger, or Ralg, I don't know how they'll actually say it, the Destroyer, just because I've started to embrace, as I gotten older and started down this path, the path of destruction and darkness. So that's the first part of this story here. As you can see, I'm already level 6. I've started to gain some of these abilities. We just have a whole bunch of different things, and I'll actually run out here so you guys can just see a little bit of combat here of the starting of a basically a black mage eventually, just in case you guys are interested. But I will be progressing this story and kind of giving you guys updates on just my storytelling on how I obtain these. Not so much, you know, the typical like, oh, I got it from a dungeon, but I'm gonna kind of like narrate it into a kind of a progression. And these guys are super weak. This is what you'll actually start out just fighting. So we can just tab target. As you can see on the black mage, or the the Thaumaturg. Super crazy name. You actually will start out, and these are the different MP cost for these. So these will actually increase the more you cast them. So in a way, you're trying to actually bounce between them so that you're not using all your MP and you're utilizing the most. Right now, they do the exact same amount of potency or damage. And then I tend to cast in, Thunder at the start just because it is a dot. And then this ability right now, Transpose, actually will switch that. So let's say I'm casting a couple Frost or Blizzard spells, and I want to stay casting Blizzard for kind of that streak of and increase like crit and all that. You just hit that, and instead of becoming more and more MP cost for it, it will switch to Fire. So then you can continue to cast at a lower rate. And you can do that for Fire as well. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to start out with 4. Go into a 1 for Blizzard, and then just Fire to end it. Most likely. Since, they are level 1. But you can do this with just over and over again. And so that's the typical combo I have right now. And of course, for things my level, what I tend to do, I tend to use Transpose more, just depending on how many you plan on fighting, even at a time. Right now, I don't really have any AoE spells or anything, so I'm just single target. So, like, if I just... Well, that guy is actually fighting, and I'm going to finish it off for him. It'll cost a lot right here. You can see I'm up to 30 already. So I need to switch it, and look, I'm back down to just 7 MP cost. I didn't get to cast it because he actually attacked that. But you guys can see that's the starting progression right now, level 6. In my story arc that I'm planning right here, my character Nio Zen has started to unravel the different elements of nature and going through them and just seeing which ones he actually prefers, since he has a balance of everything. Currently, he's just starting to go in. He, of course, enjoys the fire, the destructive part a little more, so he's starting to get a taste of the destruction of fire and its powers in general. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be bringing you more Final Fantasy XIV online videos, kind of going through this storytelling progression as I actually level my character here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe for more of these types of video contents. Follow Nio Zen and my path through Final Fantasy XIV. And remember, let gaming be your sanctity.